Tampa once again became the center of attention when two BTS members, Jungkook and Jimin, dazzled on day one of their concert with a performance that immediately went viral on various social media platforms. Not just because of their steady vocals or precise choreography, but because there is something much deeper than that, the emotion, chemistry, and warmth that is so felt in their every move on stage. Since the arena lights began to dim and the intro music sounded flowing, the audience has been made hysterical. Thousands of soldiers filled the venue in Tampa with light sticks that lit up like a sea of stars. But no one expected that the evening would turn into one of the most memorable moments for the fans. When Jungkook and Jimin stepped onto the center stage to perform a special dance unit, the atmosphere immediately changed. Soft but intense music accompanies their synchronous, smooth, and meaningful movements. Many fans called the performance not just a dance performance, but like a love story conveyed through movement. Every look they shared, every movement of their hands that almost touched, until the moment when Jungkook pulled Jimin closer in the choreographic climax, made the arena filled with hysterical screams. Fancam cameras captured the reaction of the audience who screamed, cried, and even covered their faces because they could not bear to see such intense chemistry. On social media, video footage of the appearance immediately spread. Many highlighted how Jungkook's expression that night looked very tender, as if completely immersed in the emotion of the song, while Jimin, with his signature elegant movements, makes every detail of the choreography look lively and emotional. Some ARMY even said this performance reminded them of the era BTS's performance units always kept an emotional shock. But this time it feels different. There are nuances that are more mature, more intimate, and more personal. One of the most talked about moments was when the music slowed down on the bridge, and Jungkook and Jimin moved closer to each other at a slow tempo, as if time had stopped for a moment. The audience immediately exploded. Many called the part the most beautiful romantic moment on stage this year. Not a few believe that chemistry cannot be created without a strong bond outside the stage. Indeed, over the years, Jungkook and Jimin's relationship has often been in the spotlight of fans because of their natural closeness. From moments of joint practice, travel, to spontaneous, attentive interactions, everything builds such a solid image of the duo. But on Tampa Day 1, that connection felt translated into art. The choreography they perform is called very detailed. Each movement transition flows without gaps. Even simple steps such as turning your back to each other and then looking back managed to provoke great emotion from the audience. Many choreographer fans on social media praised how this duet plays elements of tension and dance. There's distance, there's closeness, there's a tug-of-war of emotions that makes the performance feel like a narrative. And of course, the visuals of both nights added to the dramatic effect. Jungkook performed with a strong yet gentle charismatic aura, while Jimin exuded an elegant charm that made the stage seem like it belonged only to the two of them. The combination makes it difficult for the audience to distract. A fan who was present directly in the arena wrote that the entire venue was silent for a moment during the performance, as if everyone was holding their breath. When they dance, it's like seeing two hearts talking, one ARMY member wrote. Similar comments flooded various platforms. This is not dance, this is poetry. Jungkook and Jimin just raised the bar for stage chemistry. I really cried watching them. How can a simple gesture feel so romantic? Reactions like this made the word Tampa Day 1 instantly trending. In fact, many have called the performance one of the best performance units that Jungkook and Jimin have ever performed throughout their careers. Interestingly, after the main performance was over, the two had a little laugh and looked at each other before bowing to the audience. The short interaction actually made fans even more excited, because it is such spontaneity that is considered to show their relationship so sincere. Some fans also captured the moment when Jimin seemed to tidy up Jungkook's outfit reflexively before they walked to the side of the stage. That little detail went viral. The ARMY is always looking at the little things. And precisely from those little things, big moments are born. Not a few are beginning to speculate that Day 2 might bring even bigger surprises. If Jungkook and Jimin created this moment on the first night, what will happen in the next performance? The speculation caused increased enthusiasm. But one thing is certain, Tampa Day 1 has left its mark. Many longtime fans say they are experiencing the emotions that once made them fall in love with BTS authenticity, connection, and touching art. Because this is what distinguishes Jungkook and Jimin. They don't just come up with techniques. They make the audience feel. And the ability to convey emotions through the stage is something that not all artists have. Behind the grandeur of lighting, staging, and costumes, the essence of the evening's performance remains one: feeling. Dance is about trust, about proximity, about two figures moving in perfect harmony. Some fans even associate the choreography with a symbol of their journey through the years, going through many phases, growing up together, then returning to the stage with a stronger bond. This kind of interpretation actually makes the performance feel even richer. Not only is it beautiful to look at, but it also invites meaning. Maybe that's why so many people find it hard to move on. Fan cam is constantly replayed. Slow motion footage pops up. Edit videos with sentimental music flooding the timeline. All prove one thing: that look had an impact. Many media fans even called this duet the highlight of the night. Not a cover song, not an encore, but it is precisely this soulful dance. There is something so powerful when two great performers don't try to overdo it, but instead conquer the stage through soft detail. That's what Jungkook and Jimin did. They don't just dance, they create moments. And that moment is now living in the memory of thousands of people. Even after the concert was over, many spectators could be seen still discussing it as they left the venue. Some tried to imitate their movements, some cried while recording reactions, others said they had never seen such chemistry in person. For the ARMY, the evening was not just a concert. It was an emotional experience. And of course, the romanticism of this appearance provoked a huge wave of discussion. Is this choreography designed with an intimate feel? Was there spontaneous improvisation on stage? Are those gazes part of the concept or natural born? There's no definitive answer, but perhaps it is precisely the mystery that makes it alluring. Because the best art is often born when the viewer is free to interpret. Jungkook and Jimin make room for that. And the result is amazing. Now, many are looking forward to whether this Tampa performance will be remembered like other BTS legendary performances. Looking at the reaction, the answer seems to be yes. Because not every day a dance performance can make thousands of people hysterical, cry, then repeat the video many times. It's not every day that stage chemistry feels so real. And it's not every day that two idols present a moment that makes the entire fandom say in unison, "We just saw something special." Tampa Day may first be just the beginning, but for many soldiers, that night already felt like history. Jungkook and Jimin arrive, dance with hearts, then leave the arena in a roar of cheers that hasn't subsided even long after the lights go out. And one thing is undeniable: the romance of their appearance really made the ARMY excited. If day one alone was this beautiful, who's ready for the next surprise? Because if Jungkook and Jimin again bring this kind of chemistry to the next stage, maybe the internet will be completely collapsed by ARMY's reaction. What makes this performance even more memorable is how many fans felt there was another layer of emotion that was only felt after rewatching the fan cam a few times. At the first viewing, people are dazzled by the visuals and choreography. But when the video is played back, small details begin to appear, and that's exactly where the magic of this performance is felt even more. For example, many highlighted how Jungkook seemed to adjust the tempo of his movements several times to stay in perfect sync with Jimin's rhythm. This is not something that is easy to do on a big stage, especially when everything is moving fast and the pressure of a live performance is so high. But it was precisely the almost flawless synchronization that made many viewers believe that this duet was not just the result of practice, but the fruit of a long-established mutual understanding.